Good morning, everyone. Our guest this morning is the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu. Mayor, Happy New Year and congratulations.
Happy New Year, John. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So you've been on the job now for almost 2 months. Total candor now. That's what I always want from you. What has surprised you?
You know, I've been in the building for so long already. I know the city. It's amazing to see how excited the residents of Boston are to move forward on the big changes that we need. And I think what has been most surprising is how quickly things can actually get done in city government if you have the right team around the table. And so we know what's possible. We just need to keep building out that team and continuing to put big ideas out there that our residents need and deserve.
So you didn't find any big cartons full of unpaid bills or leftover sandwiches or anything like that?
Well, apparently there's a shower back here in the mayor's office, which who knows? Maybe if I start biking in, I'll use. But it's been fun to explore all the different parts of the job, and we are still very much in a surge and in the pandemic. So unfortunately, after the initial set of trolley tours and early holiday events, I haven't seen as much of folks out and about. But I know that as we get past the surge and get into the spring months, we'll have plenty of chances to see everyone again.
Well, let's talk about the surge and the pandemic. Starting next week, per your order, Boston will join New York, Chicago, and other major cities, requiring people 12 or over to show proof of vaccination to enter all sorts of indoor spaces. Now, when you announced this policy change, you echoed the vast majority of public health experts by saying, quote, vaccination is the most powerful tool we have to fight this pandemic, end quote. So, Mayor, if that's the case, and getting everyone vaxxed is a key way out of this nightmare, why not make proof of vaccination a requirement for getting those free test kits you're handing out?
You know, we have to make sure that we're meeting people where they are in every possible sense. And the proof of vaccination is really about indoor spaces where there's higher risk of transmission and getting vaccination rates up that way. So it applies to 3 categories of establishments. It's indoor dining, indoor fitness, and indoor entertainment like sports games or shows. I was just earlier this week visiting Tufts Hospital and getting to see in the emergency room, in the intensive care unit, the vast majority of hospitalizations are people who are unvaccinated. In the ICU, more than 90% of those who are hospitalized were unvaccinated, more than 90%. And so this is affecting everyone across the board, because as those beds fill up with unvaccinated friends and neighbors, it means that we are pushing back other procedures and building on how urgent those will become down the line.
But if a key reason for the vaccine mandate is to incentivize the unvaccinated to get their shots, because otherwise you can't go out, you can't go here, you can't go there. Why not add to that the incentive to be able to get the free testing? And if it's not going to be a requirement, why not at least have vaccinations side by side with test kit distribution so you can maybe persuade people right on the spot, hey, let's get it done?
That's exactly the direction that we're going to be moving. And we know we've seen across the city the huge demand for testing available, especially walk-in sites, as those who have kids might have had their young people exposed in a classroom and need to get tested before going back to school, or you're not feeling well, or something comes up. It's not always going to fit with an appointment that you can book however many days in the future. You need that now. And so the many testing sites that the city of Boston has partnered to operate, we're looking to expand that capacity, move people through the lines faster, and start to have more vaccination and testing side by side.
But not a requirement to prove vaccination before getting a test kit.
We don't want to continue to reinforce disparities and gaps that we see. And so testing and vaccination are both essential and fundamental, but there is value and need for everyone to be tested, and everyone, no matter what your vaccination status is.
I'm just pressing on this because I wonder if we aren't sending a mixed message to unvaccinated people and masking deniers who may feel that, hey, I got my negative test, it's okay for me to circulate freely.
Yeah, we're changing the policy, for example, with our city workforce to require full vaccination as opposed to the two options that were there of either get vaccinated or have a weekly negative test. We were seeing that a weekly negative test was not enough to stop transmission, whether it was outbreaks in our schools or other places, city departments. It is necessary for everyone to get vaccinated, get boosted, and you can't test frequently enough. We can't keep up with the demand,
Right.
given some supply chain issues. So we're going to keep putting testing out there, but this should be on top of vaccination, not instead of.